Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's been a wee while since I've done this. Feeling suitably uncomfortable, but still, I thought I would do a wee kind of summer essentials video. Since it is kind of summer in Scotland now, I think we're at like 17 degrees or something today, which for us is like roasting. I'm actually sitting here melting like heavy shirt on. I don't know what that's all about. But I've got a couple of things here for you, like summer kind of recommendation types. I've got one item of clothing. I'm kind of easing myself back into doing kind of styling type videos. Coming hopefully next will be a kind of summer style guide or kind of summer outfits, which are the videos that I really do enjoy filming. But for this one I'm going to do a wee bit of more talky one, and I've got one piece of clothing, I've got a couple of kind of makeup recommendations, some shoes, and then another wee thing that I'm going to just throw in there at the end for the hell of it. So if you're interested, keep watching. So the first thing I'm going to show you here, it's a wee bit different for me in terms of colour. This is kind of one of the things I'm trying to kind of work on and challenge myself with in my wardrobe, is bringing a wee bit of colour into it, because I really am I'm very basic, but even when it comes to colour and stuff like that, I'm white, black, cream, kind of neutral palette. If you give me that, I'm happy. Put me in a wee bit of colour and I feel quite uncomfortable with it, so that's definitely one of the things I'm going to be kind of focusing on, is adding a wee bit of colour into my wardrobe, especially like pinks. I really want to do pink. Pink is huge kind of this season, so I'm going to try and do that a wee bit to my own personal style. These are not really to my own personal style, but I did think they were pretty cool. These are some jeans, and they're pretty blinding for me. They're like a kind of corally colour. These were from ASOS, and I actually bought these last year, just didn't really have the kind of bottle to wear them. Well, last year, probably 2 years ago actually. I think the whole year of our life has just kind of disappeared. This would have been 2 summers ago, and I didn't wear them, but I'm really going to try and find a way to wear them this summer. They're like the kind of mum style jean, 3/4 length, kind of high waisted. So I'm looking forward to trying to put some outfits together with that. Next up, I've got a couple of makeup recommendations. I'm obviously no like anywhere near professional when it comes to things like this. It's just I'm intrigued by it and I do enjoy it, so I do a lot of research on it. I do watch a lot of YouTube videos on it, and I do try a lot of products just for my kind of own curiosity. So take what I'm saying basically with like a pinch of salt if you like, but these are a couple of things that I've kind of bought recently, or had in the past and started wearing recently, that I've been really enjoying. So the first one is the It Cosmetics CC cream. I'm sure people have heard of this as well, because it is really quite popular. I think it's a wee bit of kind of love-hate though. I personally have a wee bit of love-hate going on with it, because sometimes I feel as if it's just too heavy and it really is quite thick on the skin, but then other times it seems to work fab. So I think it's got a lot to do with what you've got underneath it in terms of like your primer, your moisturiser, and how much you kind of buff it in. I feel as if you need to spend a lot of time buffing it in, and layers, like start off slow, put on a small amount, buff it right in, and then add another layer, buff that right in. That's how I've found best it works. And the good thing about it is it's got an SPF 50. Doesn't mean you shouldn't wear sunscreen separately underneath it anyway, which you obviously should, but it is still a good thing, and it'd be great for like even just this summertime now. I've actually got this in the shade medium tan, which naturally I'm like pale Scottish, I'm like white as white can be, but obviously with a wee bit of fake tan and stuff like that, I feel as if this actually looks really quite good. And they recently, I think in the last maybe year or so, did bring out more shades, so there's a wee bit of more variety, and hopefully if you're a deeper skin tone or a lighter skin tone, then you'll be able to find one that suits you. But I would definitely recommend giving that a try if you're looking for a new foundation. They do the wee minis as well, so you can pick up a wee mini if you don't want to invest in the full thing. So that's a good one to try. Alongside that, and kind of sticking with the more kind of creamy, kind of glowy products, I've got this Fenty cream bronzer. This is a butter biscuit, which is great. I actually love cream bronzers. They're really great. This is kind of obviously gross because you dip your brush in it and it goes everywhere. but the colour payoff of this is fab, and if you've got dry skin or a wee bit more kind of mature skin, these are really, really good. They tend not to really cling to dry kind of spots. Did I bring a brush? And it just gets on really, really nicely and kind of really, really smoothly. This is just like a stippling brush. Just dab that in and then just kind of follow the hollow, if you like, and kind of blend it upwards. And I feel as if you get a really nice kind of effect from it. It's a wee bit glowy. Sorry, I'm trying to look at myself too, that's really not helpful. It's a wee bit glowy. And as I say, it blends really, really nicely, and a bit in the nose. You could go on, I could go on forever, but it's really, really good, especially if you're kind of afraid of a wee bit of bronzer. This is a good one to try. The next one, and the last one I've got in that kind of category, is this Vita Liberata Body Blur. This is amazing for like the legs, even if you've done like a fake tan and you feel as if, I don't know about you, but when I tan I tend to go the way I would go naturally in the sun. Like my chest isn't really tan, my legs don't tan that great, but certain parts of me will, so I feel as if I'm a wee bit uneven, you know, but that's fine. So this really does help to kind of even stuff out, and it gives you like it's quite a dark colour though, and again you need to like buff it in, take your time with it, and use maybe a wee bit of moisturiser around the knee and around the ankle and things like that. But it's really, really good. I definitely recommend giving it a try. I've got this in the colour Latte. They do a Latte Light and they go towards deeper skin tones as well. Obviously I don't know too much about that, but they do, I'm pretty sure, cater for the darker kind of skin type. I would maybe even go with a Latte Light the next time, because this kind of tends to be like tan, so, but it's really good, worth giving a try. And the next thing that I've got are some shoes. Now these are going to be a wee bit controversial because they're definitely not everybody's style, which is absolutely fine, because that's basically the whole point of style. You use it for yourself and you do what you feel comfortable in. But these are Birkenstocks. These are a wee bit gross because I've obviously been wearing them. I've actually had these for about 4 years. These are kind of like fairly new. These are the Madrid style ones, which are quite nice. I do prefer the original, and these are the kind of even cheaper original ones. I think these are like 30 quid, and they're basically light as air. They're not the most flattering, like sexy shoe. I think these were actually called the ugly shoe at one point, which is fine, each to their own. I personally love them. I think they look great. I know the chunkier kind of footwear is definitely coming back in the new, like kind of dad's type sandals, I think they're calling them now. I don't know about them, but for me these are everything, and I basically live in them in the summer, so they kind of go with anything and everything. I've got them in a variety of colours, so if you're looking for a kind of comfortable shoe that's maybe a wee bit unflattering, I would give these a try, definitely. Okay, so the final thing, sorry I'm just looking at my cat there, I don't know what he's doing. The final thing that I wanted to talk or mention kind of briefly, I don't even know how this would tie into like summer essentials, but I don't know about you, but along with like summer, for me anyway, comes a lot of like drinking. And for the last kind of month or so, I've definitely been trying to take a look at my own kind of habits when it comes to drinking. Personal stuff that I'm obviously not going to go into here, but I have been looking to kind of try and kind of understand and question and learn a wee bit more about the kind of habits that I've developed. So this isn't going to be for everybody. I mean, not everybody is got a concern or is even curious about like drinking and the effects it has on the body, and that's completely fine. I'm just mentioning this because it's something that's been kind of present in my life. So this is the alcohol experiment, and it's a book, but it's like a course, so you kind of follow along day to day. You can sign up, you get daily emails, you get daily videos, you get to join like a community and stuff like that. And it's basically just what's named here as a 30-day alcohol-free challenge to interrupt your habits and help you take control. I found it really, really helpful. It's definitely kind of made me switch in relation, like in my. See, this is how I didn't want to talk about this because I don't really know if I've got the like proper words to do it justice, but it does make you think, basically, is what I'm saying, and it kind of shifts your mind or changes your mindset and shows you like there is other kind of ways to look at alcohol. And I know, as I say, this isn't for everybody, and I'm not going to preach about it. That's a bit there, sorry. I'm definitely not going to preach about it, but what I will say is if you're like curious, or if you've got even the slightest concern about like even your own kind of amount of alcohol intake or what necessarily it is it's doing, or even looking for just a way to kind of have a break, I felt that this has been, it's just been amazing, and I would highly recommend it. I've done the 30-day challenge. How I done it, I had like two kind of wee, what's the word, 2 days where I had a drink basically, and I didn't feel guilty about it at all because I felt in control, whereas before I wasn't really in control. Oh, my lights just went off there, sorry, I'm blabbering on here about this, but anyway, I'm going to put the links to this and to the podcast and to the book underneath, just in case anybody happens to come across it and they're kind of thinking of looking into it. This is for a kind of easy reference. Right, I'll stop talking about that now because that's not really why you're here. So that's it. That was quite fun. Kind of getting back into doing videos again because I really did enjoy them. So I think the next cat's just been sick in the background. Anyway, hopefully next time I'll be back with a kind of summer styling video, and hopefully I'll see you then. Bye.